Climate change can be a tricky topic, but this week, Geographic is going to break down the science behind climate and climate change. Also on this episode, UNCW's very own Dr. Dylan McNamara talks about his research. Dr. McNamara is currently studying the effects of climate change on coastal communities and just received an incredible grant from the National Science Foundation for $1.5 million to continue this research. Yep, you heard it, $1.5 million. All that coming up. I'm your host, Maddie Peterson, and you're watching Geographic. Before we can begin to talk about climate change, we need to have a grasp on what climate actually is. When you check your phone in the morning to see if you should wear shorts or pants or to pack your umbrella, you are actually checking the weather. Weather is a combination of factors like temperature, wind speed, relative humidity, and precipitation in a local place at a certain time. Climate, on the other hand, is the long-term, local, regional, or global average of these factors. Now that we know what climate is, let's talk about climate change. Over the course of Earth's history, our planet has experienced cycles of climate change, but the trend that has been observed over the last century has defied these natural cycles. Over 97% of climate scientists agree that Earth's overall climate is changing, and that these trends are extremely likely due to human activities. This research has been conducted multiple times all over the world, and most of the leading scientific organizations have issued statements on climate change. The American Physical Society stated that the evidence is incontrovertible. Global warming is occurring. If no mitigating actions are taken, significant disruptions in the Earth's physical and ecological systems, social systems, security, and human health are likely to occur. We must reduce emissions of greenhouse gases beginning now. This statement was issued back in 2007, and a decade later, there is still a false notion that climate change is not occurring. Climate change has many different impacts on our planet's ecosystem. If climate change continues on its current path, global temperatures will continue to rise, precipitation patterns will change, droughts and heat waves will increase, ice sheets will be drastically reduced, we will see an increase in the intensity of hurricanes, and most importantly to Wilmington, sea level rise. It is easy to list out the effects climate change is having and will continue to have on our environment, but what do these changes mean for us? To answer this question, the chair of UNCW's Department of Physics and Physical Oceanography, Dr. Dylan McNamara, is conducting research on the economic, environmental, and social implications of sea level rise and climate change on coastal communities. UNCW will act as a leading investigator in a coordinated interdisciplinary project with researchers from Duke University, UNC Chapel Hill, East Carolina University, University of Colorado, and The Ohio State University. We sat down with Dr. McNamara to get a better understanding of the research proposal, the NSF grant, and the importance of climate change.
Broadly, the research is tackling some of the climate change issues that face coastal communities. I can say with pretty good confidence what the beach and the coastline and the homes will look like tomorrow. I can also say with pretty good confidence that about 100 or 150 years from now, at some point in the future, it's going to look quite different. So what we're really interested in is finding out when those transitions occur, what those transitions are going to look like, when they might happen, and so that hopefully we can inform people to prepare for those transitions a little more so than they are currently prepared. So in the process of writing these proposals is arduous. It's really, really, you have to do a decent amount of the science that you're proposing in the proposal just to kind of show the people who are looking and reviewing the proposal that it's feasible. So there's quite a significant amount of effort that goes into writing a proposal. There's science that's done. You have to craft a story, propose an idea that's both provocative but also looks realistic. So it's a serious effort, and it takes the combined effort of a lot of people. So yeah, when we got it this final try, this fourth try, we were pretty excited. I just enjoy, doing science all the way through, from start to finish. I like thinking of interesting scientific questions, and I like the intellectual effort that's required to answer them. And in this particular case, it's very fun because the scientific questions are very regionally appropriate. You know, I spend a lot of time at the beach, and I'm down there a lot thinking about the homes that are right up at the coastline and what's happening with sea level rise and what's happening with storms. And so one of my favorite parts might be just the idea that I'm doing some science that's applicable just a short drive away from my house.
Thank you so much to Dr. McNamara for his incredible research, and we will be sure to keep you updated on the progress of the project. I hope you all enjoyed learning about climate change, and thanks for watching. See you next week, Seahawks.